It's the big game of the year, and each one of the 60,000 people would gladly trade his seat for a press pass. In the press box, the view is heavenly. And just as it is with heaven, a place here must be earned. But today we have arranged for you to have a special press pass. Like those who put the field in shape, your work starts days before the game. And you must be in the stadium early. If you are caught in a traffic jam, you could miss the start of the game. And that would be hard to explain to your readers or listeners, and especially your boss. It's an empty stadium, but 60,000 people soon find their seats. There's just time to check the flag for wind direction, and the Missouri Tigers come roaring onto the field for their warm-up. Far removed from the players, your seat in the press box gives you a grand view of every corner of the field. Up here, you have jobs to do. The fans settle into their seats, and each of them is filled with a tense feeling of excitement and expectation. Contributing to the football splendor are the big marching bands with their pregame and halftime formations. Wherever you are, it's always a thrill to watch the raising of the colors and to hear the national anthem signal the start of the game. Back in the press box, you'll find a number of rooms filled with busy people. It takes two hands and a cool head to operate the scoreboard and time clock by remote control. In another booth, you will find a Tiger coach. From the press box, the coach can spot situations and relay them to the field by phone. As play gets underway, it's easy to see that the coach on the sideline has the worst seat in the stadium. In a large room in the center of the press box down the hall from the coach's booth, you'll find the sports writers at their desks. 3 tiers of them, one above the other. For the sports writers, a press pass is a passport to a busy afternoon. After the game is over, they'll still be here, polishing their stories and rushing for deadlines. When the writers complete their stories, they hand them to teletype operators, who speed them by wire to all parts of the nation. The bylines, if not the faces of the sports writers, are known to readers coast to coast. Here and there may be found a Big 8 conference official or a scout for a team to be played in the future. Some make handwritten notes. Others use typewriters. Assisting the sports writers and broadcasters are the statisticians and the press box announcer. They keep a record of the downs, passes, punch, yardage, and other figures on the game. The announcer is in constant touch with the field by phone. He passes information along immediately by loudspeaker to all parts of the press box. Game statistics are reproduced and handed to writers and broadcasters at the end of each quarter. Bill Callahan, Tiger Information Director, keeps everything running smoothly. If you are a cameraman, you go to the top floor. This large open room is filled with busy cameramen. They have to spend so much time with their equipment that they see very little of the game. TV cameramen have their jobs cut out for them, too. Twisting knobs, following plays, and regulating focus keeps them occupied. They have to read the reporter's stories to find out who won the game. The TV announcer must watch both the game and the TV monitor. His remarks must refer to what's on the monitor. Just below the press box is the VIP section. The extra cost of these choice enclosed 50-yard line seats pays for building the efficient press box. It's halftime and time for the big bands to do their thing. But your press pass does not entitle you to a halftime rest. Broadcasters must use the 15 minutes for interviews with visiting sports authorities. Reporters use the time to check statistics and round out their stories of the first half action. When the action resumes, the broadcasters are ready in the radio booths. These are soundproof, with plenty of room for the broadcaster, his spotters, engineer, and color men. While the sportscaster gets his breath between plays, the color man has a chance to give some of the game details and background information. Some broadcasters have difficulty hiding their emotions. This sportscaster prefers a high perch and handheld microphone. Others use stationary mics. All have a wealth of information before them and plenty of helpers. If you like to move about as you describe a game, you may need to wear a switching box on your belt. Spotters have the players' names, numbers, and positions on charts. If you can't see the player who made a tackle, the spotter points him out on the chart. The other team scores, and you may not like it, but you try not to let it show in your voice. Any seat in the stadium is a good seat when your team scores a touchdown. When you can't be in the stadium, you can enjoy the game at home. The radio, TV, and newspaper men will bring the game to you through their press pass.